RWYB.
Hello and welcome to Santapod's Bug Jam Part 2. It's Friday evening and the show is already well underway, except for one thing. The effort to build a VW camper van from scratch in 3 days is already a day late.
We've been waiting for Mr. Paul Medhurst to turn up for quite a while, and here he is. We couldn't have planned it better. Mr. Medhurst, I'll come down to your level. How you doing, mate?
Exhausted, actually.
Yeah, now obviously the trailer's just pulled in with this year's Bug Jam build.
Okay.
I don't know a lot about it, mate. Let's get you out of the van. So this is the lowly gentleman bay window. The guys are going to know this van, aren't they? Going to recognise that?
It's quite well known, yeah. It's had a few magazine features, it's all over the internet. So, yeah, it promotes a clothing company that we're involved with, Lowly Gentleman. It's apparel for the car lover, really. It's really cool.
For the lowly gentleman. And gentlemaness? Any females?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. We do a bit of ladies wear as well.
That's obviously not for sale, but, you know, we just do ladies wear in general. Now, Mr. Medhurst, you are very well known for this sort of thing, okay? And you've been involved in a lot of the builds here at Bug Jams over the years. You know, lots of very, very low stuff, lots of patina, lots of original bodywork. What are we looking at here? Because for a start, it's not something that you bought on the day, and it's also in absolutely immaculate brand new paint. So how does that work?
Well, it is now. A couple of weeks ago, it was a little bit of a wreck. We've had some really good help from some friend of ours over at a company called RWYB. You probably know they're really big in the water-cooled Volkswagen scene. And yeah, they've basically worked night and day to turn it around from a wreck into something that's going to look pretty good by the end of the weekend, I reckon.
Yeah, I can tell, mate. So if I wanted a car sprayed, Radical Auto Designs in Northampton would be a fantastic place to go.
Radical Auto Design would be the place to check out.
Well, it's obviously now it's Friday, it's 6 o'clock in the evening. You haven't been here all day, so you've only got 2 days.
We should have been here this morning about 9 o'clock to start the build, so we're a day behind already. But yeah.
Nothing like a challenge.
Reflex Auto Designs have given us a massive head start. First thing, get the suspension on, get it rolling. We've got a big 2.1 motor to go in, so by the end of the weekend we'll be doing some drag racing in it. And no, I'm really looking forward to it. It's good.
Well, look, I'm going to leave you to it because we need to get he's just arrived. We haven't set this up. We're going to get it off the trailer, get it under there, and then we're going to be working all night. Now, underneath the front of there, are we going to see this thing ridiculously low? That's all I need to know.
Yeah, I reckon.
All right. Right, well, it's far more important. You know, actions speak louder than words and all that sort of thing. Mr. Medhurst, it's a pleasure to see you here at Bug Jam 26. Let's get amongst it.
Although some say a brave face is all you need, this particular project may put that to the test. So it's off to set up the build site and then watch the final cars run down the strip before Friday officially comes to an end. Saturday morning. There is some mild irritation caused by muddy wheels, but nevertheless the feeling at Santapod is very positive. And already solid evidence of some spectacular drag racing machines is popping up all over the place. Meanwhile, Gemma catches up with Paul after a bit of a sleepless night.
So Paul, of course you caught up with Bryn on your arrival yesterday, and it's quite an epic project that you've got going on. Tell us what the plan is for today.
Just to get the thing rolling, really. I mean, that's going to be the biggest milestone for us this morning. Get the suspension in, get the rear gearbox on, lovely set of shiny wheels on it. It'll really bring the build together. We're really excited.
It's quite an impressive sound that you think you'll have it all rolling by the end of today and on the road. When you see at the moment, there's a massive empty space underneath it.
Yeah, well, we've built up some really nice suspension and gearbox, and the engine's all built, so it's just like a big, fun jigsaw puzzle, really. So, yeah, no, we're really happy with how it's going to go, really. So, yeah, good.
To put that jigsaw puzzle together, how many Type 2 detectives does it take?
We've got about 8 or 9 on the build team today, and we're going to work in a sort of a relay system. So yeah, just hope let's just hope the sun keeps shining and the rain stays away. So yeah, we'll be pleased.
Keeping everything crossed. Good luck with the build. We'll let you crack on. I know it's a mammoth task, and you can keep up with everything, of course, with us right here.
There are queues of cars, hordes of spectators, and these two things combined means one thing: a healthy drag racing montage.
Can't save us. I'll never let you go.
Monster trucks driving around here, jumping over cars, and you know, they're big mean machines, but how hard can they really be to drive? Tony, are they pretty hard to drive?
No, anybody can drive it when it's going slow, but when you actually jump in it, you have to do a lot of things all at the same time. Basically, when the truck's in the air, you're actually correcting the steering in the air, because the wheels are just like a gyroscope, so you can actually control it in the air. And as soon as you get it on the ground, then you've got to try and get it going in a straight line, but that might mean you have to turn all four wheels in different directions.
Sounds quite technical, but when you say anybody could drive one, can I have a go?
Sure, yeah.
What do you reckon? I've driven race cars, I've driven a few various different machines over the years. How about giving a monster truck a go? Let's find out how hard this really is.
Seriously, it's a long way. Watching Terry Grant start to practice his next live event, so I probably should try and get out the way, although I think I'm reasonably safe in a monster truck compared to a little tiny Porsche. You kept going, go on.
You went, I haven't got a question. Well, you haven't, just put it down.
Just do it, girl.
But no, you did good.
Thank you. Here we go. Circuit racing, rallying, monster trucks. One day I'll make up my mind.
On the other side of the track, things are coming together very nicely.
Yeah, we've spent about a week building this gearbox up. It's all reconditioned, all new parts, much more modern gearbox than what would have been in the van originally. So it will go down the motorway a hell of a lot faster than the 55 you could expect out of a standard bus. So yeah, it's just going in. First stage nearly complete.
Paul and the team at Type 2 Detectives have been a big part of Bug Jam over the years. This year they're putting together a very special little split bus for us. And not their usual fare either. As we talked to Paul and he showed us, they're usually into the patinated sort of body drop stuff. But look at this, nice shiny paint, well, nice shiny paint. Now the guys are working very hard at the moment. We've got a bit of back suspension in, looking to put the front beam in very shortly. So it's Saturday lunchtime, which means they've got about 26 hours left before this thing has to literally drive up the strip. Now come with me here and look at this. There's nothing in there. If we go down a little bit, got a gearbox, there's something missing, it's called an engine. We're going to see a little bit of that later on.
One place where there is certainly no shortage of horsepower or madness is the live action arena.
Now video. Yeah. Can I have your camera?
I have seen what I will
the tragic thing about my life. I've never been able to grow my hair. I have the body hair of a boy child. So I've long admired the follicle skills of Mr. Wayne Allman. Wayne is thankfully very talented at a lot of things. Wayne, if you Google Bug Jam and Santa Pod, it brings up a picture of the Intergalactic Custom Workshop's Mental Breakdown. And you are the brain behind the Mental Breakdown. So tell me about it, man.
I don't know about the brain. I just had an old pickup truck and decided to do something different with it.
And it is very different because no one's done anything like this, have they? Now, tell me, it's a metal cab that you had lying around. You tried to sell it to Phil Norman for 500 quid. No one would buy it because it was that bad, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a 65 single cab, and a tree had fallen on it. It had been in a fire, and it was completely rotten, and it was basically scrap. So I decided to just turn it into this.
So because no one's ever built anything like this. I remember when you telling me the story about when you had to get it tagged, because you have to get things tagged to be able to get them up a drag strip. And tell us the story behind that.
Well, technically, the chassis is tagged as an alcohol dragster. It's a short alcohol dragster spec-wise, but it's different because the safety cell is taller than in a dragster, so it has to have an extra shoulder sort of hoop and stuff like that. But Jeff Martin's tagged it ever since.
So we should point out as well that you've done literally everything on this. Obviously, you've got the team behind us which support your events, but everything from the copper inlay, tell us, you do pretty much everything, don't you?
I gave up painting. I've worked in paint shops, body shops, garages, so I've done mechanics, panel beating, spraying, and sort of all aspects of it in the past. But I stopped painting for other people years ago. But obviously, because I can paint, I'll paint my own stuff. I mean, I painted that in the workshop. I just put some water down on the floor and masked it up and, got metal flake all over my tools and everything. But
which looks cool. And the Intergalactic Custom Workshop, you do pretty much everything there, don't you? You're a one-man band, so that's the other reason why you've done pretty much everything yourself.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing what didn't I do? The seat. I didn't trim the seat. Chris at Custom Coach Trimming did that. But yeah, it was all made in-house.
Intergalactic Custom Workshop and the Mental Breakdown. I doff my hat and I salute you, my friends.
I see you over there, so hypnotic, thinking about what I do to that body. I get you like, got no drink in my hand, but I'm wasted, getting drunk, all the thought of you naked, and I get you like, oh, baby, 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 oh, baby, baby, oh, baby, if you want it done right, hope you're ready to go all night, get you going like, oh, baby, baby, oh, baby, baby, oh, baby, baby, oh, baby, if you want it done right. Shut 'em off, you're electric. Devil eyes telling me, come and get it. I'll have you like, ooh, baby, baby.
But I think we should have more volunteers to help me out.
I know we should have our volunteers who didn't really volunteer. They just got up this morning and thought they'd good idea, come dressed up. Come. They're a beautiful couple. That's it. Make some noise for them. Zippy, what's your name?
Alan.
I wasn't expecting that. Catwoman, what's your name? Charlotte. And you guys are literally, this is your stag and hen do?
Yeah.
What's your name? Ben?
Becky.
Ben and Becky. I don't want to see one of my favourite cartoon characters wandering off looking despondent. Okay? So we have to sort this out. Here we go, imagine the feeling on his neck right now. He doesn't know what's going on, doesn't know where he's going to go, but ow!
No! Trust me! Yeah, Yeah, we're back out at 5 o'clock. We've got some other tricks I want to try out. I might even attempt to do a bit of a crash later.
Bug Jam was really what kicked Volksworld off. That was 25 years ago, 87, and we started up Volksworld about 4 months later, something like that, because there was an obvious need for it. And I've been to every Bug Jam since then, so and it's still the best show, in my opinion. You know, who cares about the mud?
Exactly.
Well, I've taken part in the live event here with Terry Grant, and I'm quite pleased that I'm not in the car that he's climbing into right now, because what I've been told is that he's actually going to crash a car. That's right. He spent his career not crashing cars, but today, just for us, he's got a Rover that he's going to destroy. What he's going to do is take it up this ramp here, crash it onto the end of these cars, and I would assume leave it open for the monster trucks to destroy even further. Only a man as crazy as Terry Grant will partake in this. I'm quite intrigued to find out how it goes.
Okay, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Terry Grant. Even turn the ramp over, is that good?
My goodness, that is how you crash a car. Terry Grant styling.
Yep. Glass all over me.
Ladies and gentlemen, Terry Grant! Look at that! We told you he was waiting for. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to hear you.
Pick the camera. That didn't last. Nice.
Well, we've just had a little look at the wreckage of the car to find our onboard camera. Slightly squashed, slightly battered, a little bit of together left on there. Really, I think it's an RWYB camera.
Well, we've driven the monster truck, so how hard can a bungee jump be, Mark?
Easy peasy. We have to do nothing at all. We have to sit back and enjoy the ride.
Oh, it's getting all serious now that we're
I've
actually
just
here.
driven a monster truck. This can't be that bad, surely.
I think you've also just had a curry, haven't you?
Yes.
Well, Mark is still in tears post bungee jump, and his makeup's run a little bit, so we've had to let him out of this ride. But I'm now joined by Tim and James. Let's do this, boys. Are you ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
I tell you what, it's a tough job. Someone's got to do it. Dudes, are you okay?
Yeah, definitely. He looked a bit scared though.
You look a bit green, mate.
I'm a bit. I don't know. I didn't like that.
Sadly, the only ride the producer wanted to go on, he was just a little bit too big for.
Oh dear. Well, on the flip side, there's always next year to look forward to, Peter. Moving on, there have been some major developments over at Type 2.
So it's going to be the final struggle to the finish tomorrow then?
That's it, yeah. Yeah, the engine to go in as well, first thing. We'll get that in and plumbed in and running. We'll go from there.
But overall hopes are high?
Yeah, definitely.
So, to recap, only an engine to build and fit, electronics to wire, and a full run to do in one day.
Hey, Zippy.
It's Sunday, which means we've been on this now. I say we, it's a royal we. You've been doing a bit more than I have. Back on the Type 2 detective stand. The split's down on the ground, Paul. That's good news, huh?
It's good, yeah, really exciting. Got the engine in, we haven't fired it up yet. Batteries in, the fuel's in, so all of the pieces in place to get the thing fired up and running, and hopefully down the drag strip later on.
So the front beam, we said it's down on the wheels again. You've gone for that tucked, narrowed look that you guys just do so well. You know, you're really known for that, aren't you?
Yeah, we've got one of our own narrowed front beams on there. We've got one of our Porsche brake conversion kits. The whole kit and caboodle, really.
At the back of the split. And what year is this? It's 63, is it? 66, so quite late. We've got that lovely, lovely deck lid, that sort of crossover deck lid with the Stance Works license plate on there. You've gone for the early Porsche and the California look, huh?
Exactly, yeah. It's really funny, actually, this weekend. Everyone's been coming over, and as it's so clean, they think it's a new vehicle. And they ask what year it is, and they're half expecting us to say it's brand new. And when we say 66, they kind of give us a disbelieving look. So it's kind of quite funny, actually. So that's been the highlight of the weekend. How many people we fooled. So.
Well, hopefully, actually no, not hopefully, it's going to happen. This thing's going up the strip at the end of the Sunday of Bug Jam 26.
Whilst some may be filled with confidence, there are subtle reminders that with all the preparation in the world, things sometimes don't go to plan. Elsewhere, however, campsites are drying out, the track is hotting up, and displays are coming alive with colour and shiny metal. Outside the front of the live stage, there is the famous Show and Shine.
Okay, guys, it is 4:05 almost. Mr. Medhurst. Ooh, indeed. It's been a long weekend, hasn't it?
It has indeed, yes. We're more or less there now, though. One last thing to do.
And that is?
Turn the key and see if it starts, so fingers crossed.
There's nothing like cutting it fine. We've got 55 minutes. We can't go on track until the very end of the day because it's a licensed event here on the Sunday. We have proper drag racing going on, so we have to wait till the end. That's good. It's alive.
Yes, it lives.
And it's all been fairly straightforward?
Yeah, easy as pie, yeah. All right, Alex, fire it up. Get up, guys.
Well done to everyone. Thank you very much, boys. Good job. Happy.
Right, here we go then. See if it actually do a quarter mile.
So here we are, Type 2 detectives. Look at this. This was a bare shell Friday night, literally bare, freshly painted shell. No windows, no lights, no engine, no wheels, no distinctive low stance. I'm getting all excited because it's the end of Bug Jam 26. We're about to find out if the Type 2 detectives, Paul and his team, have done a good job. Is it going to work? Jam 26 has gone really quite well. As test drives go, going up the quarter mile here at Santa Pod, pretty drastic. Is it alright?
Not bad for a shakedown run, yeah.
I'm going to say,
Twitchy.
massive burnout and launch off up the Santa Pod track. And literally, it hadn't really turned a wheel before that, and it was a bare shell. This is not smoke and mirrors. This is not Houdini or Darren Brown or anything like that. You've literally just built this van, haven't you?
Yeah, it was brilliant. I enjoyed that. Like I say, it was a little bit twitchy. It was a bit of fine-tuning on the rear tracking we've got to do. But yeah, no, it's good. It's good. I didn't want to kill myself on his first trip, so no, really good. Enjoyed it.
Absolutely chuffed. Thank you so much to you and the team for putting in such a huge effort over the whole course of Bug Jam 26. Absolute pleasure. So what do you reckon? Next year?
I don't know. They always ask that. Probably another bus. We're boring. We're boring and predictable, so...
but you're coming back?
We'll be back, definitely.
There it is. Well, I hope you come and join us, all right? See you later, folks. Adios.
Thank you very much for watching, and as always, for more information about events at Santa Pod, go online at www.santapod.com. Alternatively, find them on Facebook.
See it, live it. Only on Together TV.
Seriously, what are you still doing here? It's a big, beautiful world out there, okay? Okay, it's not as beautiful as Bug Jam, but we're going to be back next year. Now, we live here, and seriously, it wasn't downtime, all right? It's time for some Bryn time. Adios, amigos. Taxi.